Allow me to show you something.
As defenders, we need to think about how to make the most of the cards that our side holds, taking as many tricks as we can and preventing Declarer from making extra tricks. We've seen how choosing the right lead gets us off to the right start. Now we're going to think about other strategies for good defense. There's one thing that will always raise your skill level as a defender, and it's a really straightforward thing that you already know how to do. Count. For example, here you lead your long suit, and your partner wins the trick, then plays a second round of clubs. If you've been keeping track, you'll know that's 8 clubs gone. With 4 left in your hand, that means there's only one more out, which you know will fall under your queen. Because you've been keeping count, you know that when you regain the lead, all of your little clubs will win tricks, which is extremely useful information. You don't have to keep count of everything in each hand, just figure out at the start of the hand what information will be useful to you in each situation, so you can keep track of the important bits. The next thing a good defender does is plan. Think about the decisions you'll have to make when Declarer plays certain suits, and make those decisions early, so you can be ready to play your cards smoothly when the situation arises. Which spade are you going to play if Declarer plays them? Should you play the Ace of Hearts if Declarer leads a small one towards dummy? The hints and tips section of this module will give you some ideas about how to make some of these decisions, and it's good to be prepared ahead of time so that you give nothing away to your opponents. Counting and planning are key skills in defense, but so is deduction. You must try to figure out Declarer's plan for the hand as well as your own, so that you can do your best to get in their way. For example, might Declarer be trying to set up a long suit in dummy? Let's look at a hand where frustrating those plans could prove make or break. Your partner leads the Queen of Clubs, and Declarer wins in their hand with the Ace, then leads a small diamond. Partner follows suit. You can see 6 diamonds in dummy and 3 in your hand. With the 2 that have been played to this trick, that makes 11, leaving only 2 more diamonds between Declarer and partner. Declarer now plays the Queen, an attempt at a finesse that you can beat, but should you? If you win the trick with the King, and Declarer has the other of those 2 remaining diamonds in their hand, they can use it to cross back to dummy, and all of their diamonds will now be winners, allowing them to make their 3-no-trump contract. You can see that there is no other way for Declarer to get back to this dummy, as you can beat dummy's cards in the other's suits, so it's better to wait. Play a small card, and on the next round of the suit you will know exactly what the position is. When you see partner play a second diamond, you know that Declarer has none left and can never get back to all those lovely diamonds in dummy. Now, Declarer has a guess. Do you have the King, or does West? If they play the Jack, hoping that West has the King, then you can win your Kings safe in the knowledge that you have cut Declarer off from their diamond winners. And if they play their Ace, hoping to drop the King, you can play small and, once again, the rest of dummy's diamonds have become useless. You did 2 key things here, keeping Declarer guessing as to where the King was by playing smoothly, and waiting for the right moment to win the King based on knowledge of how many times Declarer could get to dummy. Well done. You remember how we thought about entries when planning play as Declarer? Well, as a defender, you also need to think about Declarer's entries and whether you can attack them. Let's change the previous hand around a little. Once again, you're West, defending against 3-no-trumps, and you lead the Queen of Clubs, the top of your honour sequence. When Declarer wins, they lead a small diamond, clearly planning to use dummy's diamonds as a source of tricks, and you have no choice but to play one of the high cards that Declarer wants to knock out to make their diamonds winners. You can see that the only entry to dummy's diamonds is the Ace of Hearts, so you must attack that now before diamonds are established. You lead a heart. Declarer doesn't play the Ace from dummy because they want to preserve their entry to the diamonds, and you are pleased to see that partner has the King. partner plays back another heart, cooperating with your plan to dislodge the entry. You play the queen, and declarer plays low again from dummy, desperately hoping that you don't have another heart to take away that precious entry. They are disappointed though when you play your third heart, ensuring that those diamonds can never be reached. There is nothing declarer can do to save the situation now. They have 4 spade tricks, 1 heart and 1 club trick to go with the 2 that they already have, but they have no way to make their 9th trick that they need to make the contract. If you had played another club instead of switching to hearts, declarer would win and play a second diamond, and now you're forced to play the ace, making all of dummy's diamonds winners, and what's worse, winners declarer can reach by playing a heart to the ace. Here's something to watch out for when you're playing in a trump contract. Is there a short suit in dummy? If so, declarer may try to make extra tricks by roughing losers from their hand with dummy's little trumps, the way we learned in Module 6.4. It's usually not hard to spot the clues that this is declarer's intention. They will play that suit rather than drawing trumps. If you get the chance, you should try to frustrate this plan. Let's look at an example. Defending against this 4-spade contract, you start by leading the Queen of Hearts, the top of an honour sequence. Declarer wins the first trick in dummy and leads their small diamond, immediately arousing your suspicions because they're not drawing trumps and instead playing dummy's short suit. You win this trick, and because you suspect that declarer plans to make tricks by roughing diamond losers in dummy, you do what you can to frustrate this plan, leading a trump. Declarer wins this trick and is able to rough one of their diamond losers in dummy, but thanks to your good defense, they cannot rough a second diamond loser. They must now lose a second diamond trick as well as a club and a heart, going one off in 4 spades. If you had led any other suit, declarer would have been able to win the trick and rough their other losing diamond and dummy. This would leave them with just 1 heart loser and 1 club loser in their hand, meaning that they would make their contract. As you can see, playing the right cards in defense can make a huge difference. In the next video on signals, we'll show you some ways that you can help your partner to find those successful plays.